We are now on the 8th day of our 10-day execution cycle. And what I told you that I would do would be building a business from the starting, just idea or conception, and to 10 days having a fully finished product. And I'm already on the 8th day. The first one, remember, was to define success, to describe what we were going to do. The second day was about setting the clear goals that would help me get there. Third day, we had to go forward with a 100% commitment, which is the right attitude. The fourth day, I had to have an aspiration. What am I going to have on the other side of the journey? The fifth day, or I'm losing track right now, is after aspiration is to have an action plan of making sure that I'm taking methodical steps. Have to hold myself accountable, which is the 6th day. 7th day was accountability. That's what we described yesterday. And now we are on, actually I missed one, I have awareness. Now I'm on the 8th day, I know that much. And today we're talking about being authentic. And I hope that you see that I am being authentic. Remember, I never ask anybody to do anything I'm not doing. And if I say I am going to be building this content stream, it's because I want to use this document, this journey, so that I can teach and inspire people who are living in jails or living in prison and helping them understand that this does not happen by accident. But if you follow, if you prepare yourself, you can actually achieve what you say you are going to achieve. And what I've got on the screen right here is a content schedule. I think I've shown it a few times, but it just shows the amount of content that I'm producing every day. Today is April the 30th, and it is now rather late for my daily journal entry. It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I started working this morning, I think around 2:30 or 3 in the morning, but that's what you've got to do. If you're going to build a business, you've got to put in the work. And this is a digital strategy that I'm building here where I'm recording everything that I'm doing. You see, as I'm just scrolling down, all of these are assets that are going to be a part of my course. Yeah, so I have to create them every day. And here are the URL links that I am recording. For each one. If you see it empty, it's because it's a duplicate content. I haven't published. I only publish it one time. But these URLs are all going to become a part of the system that I'm creating. So I record this to show people what I'm doing, but also because this is what it means to be authentic. Now, the big project that I'm on right now, which is kind of the end game of getting all of my business built, is I've got to republish my book, Earning Freedom. Right? This book is available on Amazon. All of my books are. Amazon, let me see, Michael G. Santos author page. Right? I can click that up there. And if I go to the author page, I can see several of my books. But the reality is that I produced these books either while I was in prison or I began producing them when I came home from prison, but I didn't have as much skill set as I have right now. So a lot of these covers, they're pretty good, but I'm building a different brand. And this brand, as I told you from the beginning, it's going to be about, well, that's interesting. That's only $10, that book there. It must be a Kindle version. But I'm trying to build a brand to offer to institutions, to jails and prisons across America. And in order to do that, I felt I just need to republish everything and have kind of a coherent look. So this is me building a new Amazon page, which I began doing earlier this morning. I'm going through the process of that. And then I wanted to share with you, also being authentic, I wanted to share with you, well, what are the other things that I'm having to create along this process? I may or may not have shown this to you yesterday. This is an InDesign program by Adobe, which I find to be an extraordinarily useful product in helping me create. I'll see if I can shrink this just a little bit so you can see the full document on one page. But this is how I build PDFs, and all of this, of course, is going to go into the course. It's also going to be part of my marketing materials. So I'm creating all of this stuff so my potential clients are going to understand how we can help them solve a problem. What is the problem that they have? They have a problem of both teaching and inspiring people in prison. So I've offered to create a fully developed and integrated course in a digital format. So we don't, I'm thinking about my customer. My customer is really concerned about security. So I want to say, hey, this is a product that you can use that will not interfere with security in any way. And these are the different products I can create besides the introductory portion, which is For this program, it's an introductory course on these concepts that I'm teaching through my 10-day execution cycle, and it's defining success, setting the clear goals, and then boom, 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 going through every stage in the process. But once they've gone through the introductory course, then they can pursue more advanced courses like these ones that I'm developing here. How to improve communication skills, how to improve critical thinking skills, how to convert a personal journal into a digital asset, how to create an email sequence. So there's all these kind of general business concepts that I'm going to teach and create courses. But then I said, well, I need to redo all of my books so they all have a coherent feel to them, so that you can see that's what I'm doing now. I'm transitioning away from that bookstore that I showed you I previously had, where the books are all different colors and they don't really have a cohesiveness to them. So these ones I am redesigning, and they do have the appropriate looking colors, I think. At least I think they are. So then I'll show you a different tab. So how do I build these covers? Well, here's a cover that I just designed today. So I can close this section out. And this is going to be the new cover for the institutional and agency version of this new book, Earning Freedom. So I rewrote the back cover copy. I redesigned the entire thing. And then I've been laying out the book in a brand new format. So it's similar. The content is not different, and this is only the beginning. I hope to get this done by tonight. We'll see if I succeed on that. But the book also, as you'll notice, it promotes our other products, like subscribe to the Prism Professors podcast and YouTube channel. And so it's got our contact information there at the bottom. Visit prismprofessors.com, team at prismprofessors.com, subscribe to some of our social channels, right? So the one thing I don't do is you'll see here that I've got a header and a footer on the first page, but every first page of the chapter will not have a header and a footer. So I've got to fix that. Might as well fix that right now. And I just drag this none here, and you'll see it disappear. So that's the format of this book. All new chapters begin on the right-hand side. You can see all the formatting is similar. This is what you can do if you develop a skill set to use InDesign, a product by Adobe. And this is professional grade publishing software. I had to learn how to use all of this. I still learn, truthfully, a lot. But it's a very effective tool, and I will be giving some tutorials on these very specific skill sets, so that the people I meet in prison can understand, well, they may not have access to an Adobe programming tools, but there are other things that I had to learn in order to learn to use this, and I'll be sharing those different tactics. Here's like chapter 2. You see they always begin on the right-hand side, and there's never a header or a footer on the chapter page, or if this ends on a left-hand page, there won't be any there. But this is a major undertaking. This is all my work today. This goes all the way down. You can see how big this book is. It's a 534-page book, 6x9. So it's a pretty extensive book. And I'm getting it ready to publish right now. Then I will have to go and, as I was showing you, have to publish all of the other books as well. So Earning Freedom is the first. My goal is that by Sunday, all 4 of these books will be ready and submitted to Amazon and approved. And I'll be able to begin shipping and taking orders for this fully integrated product. That's what it means to be authentic. You don't talk about what you're going to do. You actually have to do it. And I'm so happy that I've had an opportunity to share it with you, share you the different strategies that I am working toward. If I succeed on getting this published, you will see that on tomorrow's video. And then that will be my entry for tomorrow. And then I have to turn my attention to marketing, because if I don't have an integrated system in place, I create all of this work and it just sits on my computer. And that's not the objective. The objective is to solve a problem for my customers and build a business that is sustainable at the same time. Because the idea is to create enough content that I can teach more people how to pursue a path that will lead them to success. And that doesn't happen by accident, nor does it happen by telling somebody what they have to do. I really wanted to show people what they had to do. And that's why I've built this daily journal for the past several days on this 10-day execution cycle. I want people to see success doesn't come by accident, nor does it come by talking about it. We've got to do the work. And you can see all of the preliminary work that has to go into a project just like this one, just this project right here. I mean, first you have to learn how to write, before you can learn how to use InDesign, because somebody has to create all of these words, right? Somebody has to engineer this pathway that will lead to a business that is a digital business and generates revenues. And so, that's something I'm very conscious about doing. I'm super grateful for opportunities to be able to create these types of projects and work. I'm looking on my screen right here and seeing, other areas where other tools that I use on social services. I think I've shown you before Libsyn, which is where I host my podcast. And as a result of hosting the podcast here, I can show you all of my previously published episodes. These are, every day, Thursday, April the 30th, Wednesday, April 20th. So you see, this is how I demonstrate authenticity. Anybody can see this, okay? They can type in here, see all the different places that it goes to. iTunes, Prison Professors, podcast, and you can see it get shipped out here. There it is right there on Google. It's all integrated, right? You can see everything together. And that is a very, very helpful tool. It gets published automatically from here onto my main website, Prison Professors, which also needs some more work. So if I type in Prison Professors, then I see all of this information, and this is the website I need. Once this is all finished, I will have a tab up there that's specifically for institutions. I will have all kinds of content here. Like you're feeding in here my daily podcast gets feeded into this, right into this website. So every day that I publish, boom, it automatically gets sent here. So this needs some more work, some more development, because I'm really taking a lot more effort in building right now. So it's really exciting for me to be able to share this work with as many people as possible. It's my hope that people will see, when they see all of this, they'll say, hey, I can build something like this as well. You can see there's another one of my books, Success After Prison, but I have to redesign that as well. That'll be one of the ones that I use for institutions. So I will be designing all of this work. Hopefully by the weekend, I'll have all 4 books up and published on Amazon and available, and a marketing plan put in place, and start getting some orders next week. So that is the goal. That is how I demonstrate authenticity. It's something I want you to be thinking about. If you're planning on building your life, it's really important to, first of all, define success, set the goals, move forward with the right attitude, which is 100% commitment to success, have an aspiration of seeing what you can build, make sure that you take the action steps, hold yourself accountable. You will become aware of opportunities as other people in the marketplace become aware of you, and then you are demonstrating and living this authentic life. And that's really what I'm trying to show people who are living in struggle, understand how to do that. And I'm very grateful for the privilege to be sharing this message with as many people as possible. And I hope that you find some value in it as well. If you do, we would love it if you'd either subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Prison Professors podcast, or our Being Resilient Facebook page. And we'd just love to hear about questions that we may answer to help you as you're going through challenges or struggles in your life. And that's what I had to share today. I wish you the best, and hope that you're able to build something prosperous as you're executing on this plan. Thank you.